No, you've in fact lost.
I did.
And we are officially started. Hello. Hello, everyone. And welcome. To Pass and Dragon. Sorry, I'm gonna have a record. I'm gonna have a record for how long it takes for me to say that. I'm just gonna have a pause. It is gonna be so loud.
Eventually, it's gonna be like 3 hours, and then we'll have to leave after.
Yeah.
Welcome, 3 hours past to Pass and Dragons. Well, this wraps up this session, guys. See y'all next.
No. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna say welcome. We're gonna start, and at the end of the session, I'll say to Path and Dragons. Have a good night.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
If I recall, we were in a fairly intense situation.
When last we left our heroes,
I'm sleeping.
everyone was sleeping, and Philip was awoken by a hand on his mouth. This happened in a session that no one saw because the stream decided to go F you to me. And I said F you back, and now we're here.
Recorded.
And now we're here. But yes, Philip knows the description of this person
Yes.
as their hand is over your mouth. They have a finger to the front of their mask.
I'm gonna look to my sword, which is leaning on my bedside table.
And the person grabs your shoulder, turns their head towards the window. You hear like the tap of their foot, and both of you teleport outside the window. As you start
And fall
free falling.
Yeah.
So, question.
Oop.
There was the sound of a tap of a foot. If you recall, my roll of perception was somewhere around 30.
Yes, you do immediately wake up
Right.
as you see them vanish.
Yes, I'm going to stand up and look around.
Philip is nowhere to be seen.
They teleport outside the window, yes.
The open window. Yes.
And they're falling.
It was.
You know the window can't be closed, right?
No, they had a glass window.
No.
There's
They fixed the frame.
Yeah,
Just
we
the
didn't
frame,
fix
not
them. Yeah.
glass?
So, yeah. Do I see them falling outside the window?
You do look out the window and see them falling, and then you see this cloaked figure there. The cloak they're wearing seems to be made of feathers as it extends out into wings as they start flying away or gliding away.
Right. How far's the fall?
And the fall is like 200 feet.
Right. Okay.
As they're gliding away. As this person is just holding on to Philip, who's just holding on for dear life.
Right. How far have they gotten by the time I see them?
The time you see them, how fast is it going to take you to get up from that tap?
I would have gotten up aged immediately as soon as I saw there was a person who was disappearing.
They're about 40 feet away
Right.
as they're falling or gliding away. They're not gliding very quickly, but they have gone a ways.
I'm going to cast True Strike and draw my dagger.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And throw it.
Yeah, assuming nothing else happens, I will throw the dagger.
Okay.
It is outside of my range increment by I think one distance.
Sorry, they're how far away?
45 feet.
Yeah, that's what? 2 increments.
2 increments. Okay.
So it's minus 4.
Yeah.
Or plus 1.
So plus 16 to your roll.
So
Plus
that
the
is
attack.
24.
P4?
Oh, that is it.
Need to
Plus
find
4
something.
plus- Oh, hold on. No, that is a 34.
Okay, I was gonna say,
I forgot to add a 10.
yeah,
Yeah, you added 6.
Sounds about
Yeah.
right.
14 plus 6 at minimum is 30.
One moment. The only way this does not hit is if they have mage armor on or any kind of magic on them, because their base armor is not
Yeah.
34.
Be impressive.
We'll have some serious buffs.
What?
Yeah.
Dungeons and Finders.
I have no idea what this is gonna do, but
I clicked the wrong one.
Flying.
I mean, it doesn't
Send
change
them
anything.
to Tailspin. How do I fly? Top questions asked by Google.
How do fly? That does hit.
Roll for damage.
It is a D4, so
I believe that would be
Minimum damage right there.
yes.
To be fair, that's not
oh
catastrophic on a D4 though.
no, not terrible.
As a point of stuff, if this is a flying ability like wings, or if it is not the spell glide, you have to make a fly check or start flying faster.
It is not the spell glide.
A fly check should be made.
Mhm. They're fine. It still hit them. The dagger still cut into them.
I don't think it went in too far. If it did go in.
No, it basically grazed them.
All right.
It'd be too far away for you to hear them if there was any noise. You are asleep and in a different room.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
You're right. You're also sleeping in
Yeah. So
It's also a dagger whistling through the air, making a very, very quiet squelching impact.
I did not know if they made a noise.
what direction are
I'm
we
getting
going?
a dagger. Usually people do.
Ugh.
North,
Also in a different room.
north, away from you, like straight line away from the room.
Okay. In correlation to the other people, like the what are they called? Clerics and stuff.
They would be heading in the northeast. The person with Philip is flying kind of northeast. I think that's east. Is that east?
Yes, you're correct.
Well, the clerics are to the north of where you are.
Right. Okay. Then yeah, I'm going to attempt to leave the room and
Jump.
I really wish I could.
Yeah.
You totally want to, but
Yes. So I'm going to bang on the door to Devastre's room.
I feel like you were.
No, I left your room.
Oh yeah, you were.
they technically have their individual rooms. But I would like you to make Aaron make a perception check. You will wake up,
Yes.
but I need you to roll at disadvantage because you failed the save for sleep.
I rolled on that one.
Yeah.
So you can still wake up
At disadvantage?
because this is a different thing.
Perception?
That-
Shame.
But a 5 or a 3?
That's a 9.
How loudly are you slamming?
Not quietly.
Roll
they're going to
strength. This will determine the.
Oh wow.
What'd you roll?
That was like a 7.
What'd you roll?
9.
No, it was a 6.
Yeah, that's not loud enough
You're like,
to wake up Jaren. Jaren is still asleep.
Yes. Do you have a way to stop a fall?
Yes.
Cast it on me now.
No. I can cast it on myself, not you.
Philip's out the window. He's flying away.
Look out the window. How far are they?
One
They're flying.
round
How fast
later.
are they flying?
I need to make a roll.
And how much
I would like you to make a perception check.
if they are flying at if they're flying at base flight, then they are even farther away.
I think that should be.
where did it?
You do not have the perception of Ren.
No, it's a 14.
You don't see them.
Where?
I will point at them.
Can you roll a perception check?
Somewhere around.
You have the perception of Brad.
No.
Exactly 30.
As you also
Okay. You do not see them. They seem to have vanished, but you do see the shadows on the ground.
I point to where they would be to cast the shadow and say, "It seems like they're invisible."
Why
You
are
some
they
kind of
casting
shadows
shadow?
all invisible?
I have no idea. Or it seems
They are
probably not. I can only see the shadows.
they're not invisible like that.
Yeah.
I see.
How far are they? How far is that?
I jumped out, it was 45 feet. About 90 feet away now. And climbing.
Shoot them. Kill Philip.
Climbing? Or
And climbing as going faster.
I was like, are we climbing into the sky now?
Yes.
Um,
It
I
is.
should. Yeah. I can't catch them myself, but correct.
right.
Maybe not.
Seeing as you cannot get me to the ground, I am going to take off down the staircase.
Too bad you don't have a water bucket
That would help.
or a hay bale.
I'm just
Please.
going to jump up.
Man, still 50.
Leilani just MLG water buckets.
There's not much I can do, and I
If
don't
there
think
was a
there's much
chance.
you can do. I don't want to worry you. I want you to get this.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's possible you could replicate it.
So,
in some-
what you're
I'm
casting
Something
fly
into
on
a
yourself?
Small enough hole
Oh,
chance to create
Okay,
water.
catapults, I have great water.
Okay.
I don't think there's a hole though.
So,
Rock, rock,
yes,
rock.
you
Yeah.
have reached the ground.
200 feet, you're still
And-
just going straight through the water.
Start running.
Don't
I
have
will
straight acrobatic with this character.
Philip,
Yeah.
you have reached a tree line. And the
Is he carrying me?
he's holding on to you.
Okay.
Flying as basically his wings are extending out from his cloak.
How far from the ground is he right now?
40 feet.
Because assuming you're gliding right down, right? Yeah.
Yes, at somewhat of an angle.
Yeah.
So to still get far away,
Mhm.
but so at that point you'd be about 50 feet from the ground, roughly, as you reach the trees. And he's gliding through the trees as to not hit any of them.
Yeah.
Trees.
They rolled
Once we get
They are all
about
dead.
10 or 15 feet away from the ground, I would like to escape this ground.
Roll.
CMB.
Why is it
Escape
not-
artist.
sorry, it's not-
Or CMB. Or no, sorry, strength.
Because he's flying, right?
I'm gonna go with the safe first. 11.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna roll.
Like his grip seems to tighten harder.
That's a shame.
And as he reaches a few feet from the ground, he throws you to the ground. As you roll, as he lands gracefully, and the wings go back into the cloak.
So we're in a like forest woody area now.
They're all still dead trees, but
Oh, so pretty sparse. Not really great.
no, there's still a bunch of trees. They're just all dead.
Yeah, with no leaves.
Could possibly hide if you managed to get away for long enough, but
There is a very slim chance.
yeah. Yes, you are.
And as
aware
you
that someone is
are
trying to
have
hit the button.
fallen onto the ground to about 15 feet away from him, he just stands there.
Yeah.
He's
Philip will
gotten
kinda-
pretty far away by this point.
He'll stand up and muster whatever courage he can to stare at the Birdman defiantly.
Discussion?
This is not. This will be a whole nother nightmare.
This would be way different.
Yeah. Where are you taking me?
The accent, yeah.
I stressed the R a little too much.
Does not respond.
Where are we going?
And his head Cocks to the side a little bit. He slowly walks towards you.
Phil, take a half step back. Kind of motivated by fear, but
You have something of ours. Well, something I was paid to get.
paid by who? Whom?
It depends on how willing you are to give it to me.
I don't think. What? What do you want? What have I taken?
The heart?
The what?
Pretty stupid.
Did you roll one eyebrow?
You're like, please roll one. Please roll one. Really? That's how we're playing this game today? I did roll.
I would play like, nah. I'm super
What?
about that.
What?
Philip, I'm not in the mood tonight. I'm just here for the heart, and then I'll leave.
Uncle
What will
Phil?
you do with it?
That depends on how willing you are to give it to me.
But you just said you'd leave.
Yes. Didn't say I wouldn't tell you.
So why does it depend on how willing I am or not?
Because if you just give it to me.
Then I know
I was
nothing.
not paid not to talk.
How much are you being paid? I can double it.
I'm sure you can. With all the money that your father has. But you're not in a position to give any money.
Hold me for ransom?
Pretty sure last time that possibly happened, your mother died. So I'm not sure your father will give me any money. Maybe not for you.
If he understands what's at stake, he'll pay just about any money.
To get the heart back.
Yes.
You'd just be a bonus.
I am now allegedly second in line for the throne. If the king's son is not found, then my father is directly in line with me. I'm very valuable. I'm sure.
I know you are.
I'm certain you could get far more for me than you ever could for the heart, whoever wants it.
In a normal situation, yes.
Situation?
But this isn't just the typical grab and run.
What is it?
So,
That depends on if you're willing to give it to me.
if I'm not mistaken, I have to run down 100 or like 280 or so feet of stairs, and then roughly 120 feet of forest terrain.
Velocity's already
Yes.
off the ground.
That should take me about 4 rounds. Which
And it should take me fast.
yeah. So, assuming I can.
Are you
yes.
counting for half speed on stairs because difficult terrain?
No, it will take me 6 rounds,
It will
but
take
that
me
is roughly what, a minute.
Yeah, it hasn't been a minute yet.
All right, but I should.
But you
be
will
way
reach
closer.
It
there
will take me
very quickly.
20
Okay.
seconds.
Yeah. Now, you have reached where they are. Are you going to just run in and reveal yourself, or are you going to try and?
We're gonna walk. I'm going to look at this man and catch with the
Yes.
how strong is he?
Stronger than yours.
Okay, is it 5 to 10?
Yes. What do you mean 5 to 10?
Well, I
Levels
don't know if
5
you
to
get that from a single detect magic.
Levels 5 to
that's
10?
the
Like,
immediate thing.
Is the strength of his aura like
Then I get to
like in
enjoy.
between the levels of a level 5 caster or level 5 caster?
No.
So this it'll actually take me 4 rounds to discern if I'm going to an I will act. So discern that.
Leloy won't even get there by then.
No, it should be getting there the same round he's acting.
The round after.
Round after, okay.
Okay, so how
You would
far
hear
away from this guy
some
is-
of this conversation.
How far away from me is this guy?
John's just sleeping peacefully in his bed.
Yeah.
Very peacefully.
Yeah.
He,
Like
he had sleep cast on him.
What? That would be too simple, and Patrick would never.
Yeah, how close to me is this guy?
Him
Well,
and
how close are you?
that is determined by how close you want to be.
I'm going to get
If you're going to be at the edge of this little bunch of trees,
the edge.
and they're roughly in the middle of it, 20 feet. Can you roll stealth?
So I hear.
So I'm going to kind of like walk.
I think your dead grass is not very easy.
I'm going to stand away, like I should be almost out of sight from the edge of the technological, but I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to walk up to this thing.
Button.
Shocking grasp.
What?
I can hold my attack for shocking grasp. I'm going to charge up. You said you were gonna wait. This is fifth round. No. I was going to. I would want to know how I was going to be the edge of the thing to where if I could be within protection. This guy, if I was the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So the stealth would have been walking.
He has to roll perception.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna notice me. Oh. I'm still charged.
Okay, go ahead. Roll attack.
The 14 beats touch.
You just touched. Let me check. It does.
Shame. 11 points of damage.
One moment.
Oh wow.
15.
Oh no! What did you roll again to hit?
14 on his touch.
It does not hit.
Touch.
Big goof.
Is a spell currently activated,
Ah.
and I forgot. I didn't know that it added AC.
Right, but is it dodge bonus?
It is just a flat AC
Because
bonus.
spells don't usually get added to touch.
Oh.
Stuff like nature.
Oh, then yes.
So indeed, 15.
Can you make a will save?
Clairvoyance does.
20
Get added to dodge bonus.
Okay, you are stunned.
You fail.
Ooh, that is very.
So you go over, shock him. How much damage did you do?
15.
15. Shock him, and then immediately and fall over. He just looks, and you do see this shock, and then this burst. Just
Great. I'm using this as an opportunity bolt.
okay.
Back to the castle, I'm assuming.
No, actually further into the forest. I'm trying to find a place to hide.
The force is all around. Might as well also go back to the castle.
I'm gonna go left.
Can you make a will save?
I can, yeah. 20, not natural.
Check
Maybe.
what it is.
It's one of my best rolls for will.
And you are under the effects of hold person.
The shame.
Basically, this is what happens. Zap, stun. He looks down, hold person,
Yeah.
Right.
and you have arrived at this point.
Yes.
As you see, this person dressed in this robe made of feathers. They have this magpie like mask and beak on them, and they are currently, you can assume, casting hold person on Philip. As you see Devosbury laying down on the ground.
It's a concentration spell,
Since
right?
It is.
since I often cast stunning barrier, can I roll to see if I recognize it? I've cast it in every combat session thus far.
Yes, but also you got there after it happened.
Oh, it's not active anymore?
N-
Okay.
It lasted for how long?
Greater Stunning Barrier sometimes. I think, doesn't it last after the stun?
Yeah, it lasts
I would have to-
until number of cast rolls. I'm just
Oh, then yes.
I'm impressed that I failed to save.
No, it lasts certain rounds per level,
Because
or until discharged. So
Normal Stunning Barrier goes away after.
no, greater stunning barrier or until discharged.
Okay.
So it is no longer active.
Alright, never mind.
It just for stunning barrier is only a round. Well, greater stunning barrier is every round
thought it
per
had
level.
charges
A round
attached to
per
it.
level.
no, until a creature and number of creatures have been stunned equal to your level.
No, greater stunning barrier. I'm looking at it
It's
right
fine.
now. It says it
Anyway.
lasts 1 round per level or until discharged.
So I'm going to run up to him and yeah, I'll take a charge attack against him.
Okay.
This is the middle
I
of the
can
night.
help
Right?
you.
15.
Do any of you have dark vision?
I
Yes,
do.
no.
So the only person who's having trouble right now
Yes.
is Philip. Now the moon is kind of giving you. It's effectively low light for some of it, but you're in the middle of a bunch of trees and
He doesn't have low light
Skip
vision.
each
dead brush, so you basically cannot see anything right now.
So
He doesn't have low
I'm
light
assuming a
vision.
15 didn't hit. Right.
No, but you do that. He lets go of hold person. Philip bolts off running. And he takes a steps back and hey! I'm not here to fight you. I'm just here to get something from him.
Right.
I wasn't gonna take him. I wasn't gonna hurt him.
You weren't going to take him.
You
I
did
just,
take him.
I just wanted what he had on him.
You could have done that much more civilly.
Yes,
You're right.
I could have,
So
but I didn't want the trouble of you.
the trouble happened whenever you decided to kidnap a Marquis.
I didn't kidnap him.
Yes, you did. You took him and forcefully jumped out a window with him.
I did not jump.
You forcefully fell out a window. Is that better?
No, I didn't do that either.
Do you? Is it a technicality thing? I don't
Huh?
see how it's any different.
I'm not a kid.
I apologize.
Boo! Man napping.
I won't do it again.
I should be back.
Adult napping. Wait. that is-
And another thing,
Adult napping.
with your history, can I really blame you for? Can you really blame me for being protective after you already killed his mother?
Oh, so you're aware of this story. Interesting. I mean,
Philip, you are still running.
if you think about it, his father killed his mother, but it's a topic for another day.
He's not even here to hear any of this.
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Right.
I'm simply here to do a job, and then I was going to leave.
So what job are you going for?
I was hired to get the heart.
Well, I suppose that we would be at somewhat of an impasse as we don't just hand the heart over to anyone who asks for it.
That's why I didn't ask.
So, how should we proceed?
Can I speak while under the effects of hold person?
You're not-
You are not. You got to leave.
Because Cole,
He let
it's
go of it.
concentration.
Oh, okay.
He got attacked. Even though he didn't hit him, he just let go.
Okay. Yeah,
So you bolted off running.
Yeah.
I am asleep.
I suppose we can come to an arrangement.
I am going to cast Fortunate on Devrossery, which does not have any kind of
Vi-
or visual.
Mhm.
It has no effect.
But,
You just make
yes.
me feel better. There.
Philip did try to convince me to hold him for ransom, which was interesting.
Yes, which is what you do whenever you are being kidnapped with unknown intentions.
I fully explained my intentions, and he still gave that.
Right. Well, I don't know exactly how that conversation went, and I'm not particularly inclined to trust you.
I can wait here,
All right.
but I cannot leave until either I receive the heart or something better, or something of greater or equal value.
Right. What else is there that has that kind of value?
Well, Philip tried to convince me it was him, but I'm not going to leave here with him because I don't need him.
Right. You said you were doing a job.
He already asked who's paying me. I can't tell him.
Right, but
Yeah.
how much are they paying you?
I'm not inclined to say.
I suppose that's fair. Well,
I didn't come to negotiate, but since we're here, I don't see why not.
it does make it difficult to negotiate compensating you if we don't know what we're dealing with, but I suppose we can try.
He does take a glance at you as you step back, but doesn't do anything.
Right. So, I'm going to go find Philip. How about we meet back at the castle, and where we can discuss things
You
civilly?
notice after you say the say find Philip and stuff, he just waves his hand around and he went that direction.
Can I try to identify what he cast?
Find person.
Okay.
It wouldn't be that hard.
I've been running for
He just-
2 minutes and 44 seconds.
He just casts find person
You calculate.
or
Yes.
detect person. I don't know which one it is.
Right. So I will go get him, and you will meet me back at the castle.
Well, I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
Well, I don't want to see what the master of the house would do, seeing as I wasn't invited.
Right, well, where should we go then?
I can stay right here.
All right. Well, assuming I can find my way back here, I will be back after I go get Philip.
I can leave you a trail if you need it.
Right. I'm going to go off in the direction that Philip went running.
Are you still running?
292 seconds.
Have you counted to make sure?
I have.
So how many feet have you gone? Now, you're technically in difficult terrain because you're just running through brush.
300. Okay, I'm just gonna round it up to 300 seconds. 307. Is
Divided by 6.
no.
No, not divided by 6.
Yeah, 5 minutes of half movement speed. 450 feet.
Right.
So you're almost the length of a football field.
I'll go off kind of fast, but not incredibly.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
incredibly
Quarterback.
fast.
That was
That's
pretty fast.
Actually, no, that was so slow.
Tripping and stumbling over
Yes.
underbrush and roots.
I will.
You do find him eventually. He's not trying to be stealthy or anything.
Right. So we have a problem.
Wait, how does she find me?
She just went that direction.
You're not hiding.
Are you hiding?
I'm not hiding. I'm still moving through the
Oh.
forest.
So at some point you're going to have to stop.
Yes, I will eventually get tired.
At that point,
I will hide.
I'll roll perception on
You roll stealth.
13.
31.
What's your
You
perception?
just see
It's a plus 14.
you just
Yeah.
see Philip like
No, you really are walking up there
Lean.
as you see him just
lean back against the base of a tree, just
no. You start shoving leaves onto you, dead leaves, and then you
Hello,
see
Philip.
Leilani
Ah!
walk up to you.
We have a problem.
Yes. Big problem. Has a problem gone away?
He's waiting for us.
Have you gone anywhere, or are you just staying
I'm
there?
still there.
That's a better
do
position
you
than
wanna chat?
than the one I was in.
What?
Do
Yes.
you want to chat?
No.
So
Okay.
we need to find a
I
way
just had to
get
make
rid
sure
of
you
the
didn't do
item
anything.
Asleep.
and for you to negotiate.
I'm currently murmuring.
Yes.
He will be looking at you the entire time.
He doesn't want to
I'm remembering
to have to deal with the master of the house. So possibly I take the item back to him, and you negotiate. He won't try and steal it while the master is there. I don't think.
Well, that's as good as plan as I think. You can find something that masks its magical aura, I suppose, whatever it is.
I'll see what Chiron has to offer.
Yes. Anyway, where am I meeting him?
Back that way, a little more than the castle length.
Still in the
Exactly
forest?
where you-
Exactly where he left, or where you left. Once I get it safely stowed away, I'll be back with your sword.
Yes. And my mask. I keep my mask back.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So I
In
believe.
fact, do you have a dagger on you?
No, I threw it.
You saw that dagger fall to the ground.
I think I hit him, but he didn't seem to mind. Well, so
I don't need a weapon for weapon's sake. You know what? Philip will then tear off a section of his sleep shirt, I guess, whatever he sleep pajamas, and it being like a pseudo blindfold just to mask his scar.
Yeah.
I'm going to then cast mending on his shirt.
So
more.
Aaron, you're not here right now. Aaron,
How many times can you do this?
can you look down there for the NPC codex? I think it's in there. I know. That's why I'm asking
Yes,
you.
so I'm taking the heart back to.
Yes.
And he will get to the guy faster than you will get to the castle.
Correct.
So,
Ah!
because you have gone very far.
No.
Are you?
Philip is smart.
Are you not going
He's
to?
waiting.
He's waiting.
He's waiting.
Leilani's also going to run until her endurance gives out. So
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and
Roll.
roll that.
Roll fortitude.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Philip will not approach this man until he knows an appropriate amount of time has allotted for Leilani to get back to
18.
the castle.
Yeah, here. You'd be,
All right.
you'd be exhausted by the time you get there, but you
Yes.
did not run out of breath
Philip is not.
until you got there.
He's
Right.
not lacking in
Um,
logic.
So since I made it all the way there running, and he's waiting to be set, then I suppose I will go to see if surely the. I'm going to see if I can find
Karen.
Karen, yes. And assumably he will be somewhere around. I don't think he sleeps, so I won't check his room.
They don't need
until
to sleep.
later, but yeah, I'll check the area he sits in most of the time first, and then go from there.
Oh, master of the house?
Yes,
Okay, Chiron.
yes. It is confusing.
The weird thing is you said it earlier.
Yes, and then I could not remember the way I pronounced it earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
there's Chiron.
he's sitting in the dining hall.
Yes.
The painting of the succubus has been removed.
Yes.
I
She's just been cut out of the frame.
Literally, the frame is still there.
It's like when people
Chiron.
exit out.
Chiron,
Yes.
I have a favor to ask you. There is someone who's come to steal a very important possession of ours.
I'm surprised they managed to get here.
I agree. They seem to be a very adept caster. Would there be a way that you could keep the item safe for us?
And hidden from their sight, seemingly.
Ideally.
Yes. One moment. And he stands up, heads out of the dining hall, comes back after a few moments, and he's holding basically a small black box and sets it on a table.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna set it in it.
And as you open the box and set the
I'm putting so much trust.
set the heart inside, you see the heart vanishes.
All right. Well, I do greatly appreciate this.
You're welcome.
And
And you're the only one who's able to get that back out.
wow, well, thank you so much.
It's effectively an ender chest.
Well,
What do you mean effectively? That's what it is.
my master requires some items from his room, so if you'll excuse me.
Yes.
Then I will head back upstairs.
Enough time has passed,
I-
Connor.
Now, Philip will he will speed walk. Not running.
Stroll.
Leisurely
He's
stroll.
running.
Aggressively approach child.
He's just walking through the forest with more
As
care,
you
but still
do
runs.
enter back to where he stands, and you just see Devasri standing there, muttering to herself. He's just his mask is just pointed at her.
What have you done with her?
I have done nothing.
What is she doing?
Magic, muttering magic to herself. I assume you've come to negotiate.
Yes.
It was not my plan to do so, but why not?
Plans change, I suppose. So then, why do you want the heart?
I have explained I was paid to get it.
By who?
I'm not inclined to tell you.
Why do they want it?
I didn't ask.
How much are you being paid?
Quite a lot.
Now, it's still on the table. You could be paid a lot more money by just holding me for ransom.
I am confused as to why you want me to hold you for ransom.
Because I don't want you or the person who's employing you to have the heart.
Yes, and I don't want you.
So, sell me for money. That's a win-win. You get rid of me and you get money for it.
I don't want your money.
So you want your employer's money. What difference?
Who says he's paying me in money?
What's he paying you in?
Stuff.
I have lots of stuff.
I know.
My father has lots of stuff.
Do you have lots of magic stuff?
Probably. Yes.
No.
You don't seem very confident.
To be fair, I personally never
From what I know about your father, it wouldn't make sense to have for you to have any magic stuff.
Through money. Through money.
How about this? Right? So, if indeed the king's son is missing, has not been found, and has not yet ascended to the throne, making my father the interim king, I suppose? Transitional king? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. I'm certain there are plenty of things on the island of Kamlisle and within the castle specifically that are magical. I could offer you one night in there. No questions asked. I could find a way to manipulate the schedule of the guards so you could go in quickly and come out quiet.
Now, how do I know those orcs didn't take it all?
Ah. Well,
Word spreads very quickly.
as far as I'm aware, orcs typically aren't interested in magical things. They just like killing people.
What about the heart?
They were after the king, I believe, specifically. And to be fair, he's now dead. So I think they got what they were after.
Oh, rest in peace.
Anyway, yes,
I would need confirmation that there still is magic stuff.
I could give you that confirmation.
Now?
Not immediately, no.
Then how do I know you'd give it to me?
How do I know you would just let me walk away with my life afterwards? I don't. It's got to be a mutual level of trust or assurances, for that matter. It's
I never kill anyone that I wasn't planning on to.
I'm trying to be civil.
And I am too.
Bringing up the past is not a good way of doing
I wasn't bringing up the past. You
You-
merely assumed I was.
You were insinuating past events. So please, if we might refrain from discussing those.
It's been quite a long time. We should do some catching up.
No, I don't think we should. Anyway,
You've gotten very tall.
back
Big boy.
to the topic at hand. I could get you the assurances you need that there are still valuable items within the castle. You would not necessarily believe me, but I also don't necessarily believe you about certain things that you've said as well. It's just an expression of faith that we have to have in one another to see this deal to the end. I get to live, and you get paid.
I was never going to kill you.
You see, that's one of those things that I'm not necessarily certain of whether or not you're telling the truth.
Philip.
I'm actually going to listen to motive on that.
Philip, can I call you Philip?
17.
One second. Philip, can I call you Philip? You know my name. I know yours. See, we're on a first name basis. That means we're friends. I
You
don't lie
have
to my
You
friends.
have only one name. You have titles, but you have
my
only
name
one
is
name.
Dave.
Yes.
Greg.
That means we're on a name basis, which means we're friends, and I don't lie to my friends.
Friends
Basis.
don't kidnap other friends and threaten them until they give them what they want.
Depends on the friends you have.
Those aren't the friends I have.
Friends are just enemies who haven't attacked yet.
Yes. Logic.
No.
Some of them have attacked, just not you.
Listen,
You know what's funny, Ryan? Is that I literally did exactly what you said. And don't do.
So you're not friends.
Exactly. No, what you did.
That's the reason.
we're
George
getting
still-
sidetracked.
That's the reason.
I've been on topic this whole time.
No, you haven't. I don't appreciate the sarcasm either. Okay, so the deal, its proposal still stands. If you can trust my assurances, I can trust yours.
I would like something of equal or greater power than the heart.
What?
Did you not hear me?
Okay, number one, I have no idea what the heart does. So I have.
I don't either.
So how do we know what's more powerful than it or not?
Magic users can know.
Well, I'm not a magic user.
Yes, but she is.
What is the master still doing? Still
Muttering.
Muttering.
Okay.
I'm still snoring.
So she knows how powerful it is.
Okay.
Look at
I don't know if I can't say if anything's more powerful or not because I don't know. We'd have to ask somebody who doesn't. I'm not the person to ask.
But we're the ones talking right now. So I'm
Well,
asking
we've reached
you.
a dead end.
I haven't.
I can't answer your question.
I didn't ask a question.
Okay, I can't reply to your. I can't. There's no way I can give you more information on your demand. I don't know if there's something of equal or greater power than the heart. I simply don't know, so I can't assure you that I can get something like it.
We'll start walking
Are you doing anything? Or are you just walking around the
around.
clearing?
Walking around, doing muttering.
Are you muttering anything special?
I'm
Give me
muttering
the
a variety of incantations and spells. They're not.
Ah, okay.
Why do you want it? But why do you want something of equal or greater power than the heart? I thought you were getting this for your employer.
I was.
So
So
what if I got you an assortment of items that, in total, equal or are superior in power?
that might be a while.
It might be, but it's an assurance that I know I could give.
It appears we have reached a stalemate.
No, you just have to
No.
accept.
He said so himself.
You just have to accept my proposition.
been 7 minutes now.
Are you going to wake up John? Because
I mean, I was, yes.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was going to sit here for the whole
One
session.
moment. Yes,
Who are you talking to?
my boss.
Hello?
He can't hear you.
I would love if you actually called someone.
I'm going to walk.
Shotgun grab. Disable phone.
I'm going to touch.
Are you doing anything?
I'm still muttering to myself.
Are you doing anything?
I am walking up and touching him.
Does that do anything?
Not yet.
Will it do something?
I think he's trying to get a
Oh,
reaction out
will
of
I
him.
possibly?
What?
He may at some point cast a spell while touching him, but
He
he has
hasn't
not
decided
currently
yet.
done so.
He literally, no.
Who are you ta-
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell.
There's no
What
way.
spell?
Given that I am touching him, he is going to need to make will save if he wants to.
Word of death.
Word
No.
of death. You can't cast that.
And
A will save if you would like to.
what spell?
What are you casting?
Wish.
Effectively, suffocate.
What do you mean effectively suffocates?
What's the name?
Specifically, Avlis Long.
Oh.
Doesn't that fill their lungs up with water?
No, it just makes them breathe.
I mean,
water.
if he does, it is
Oh.
technically a benign spell.
What's the will save?
It is a DC 18.
He's fine. His base bonus is 8.
Oh! Wow.
yeah,
I
no.
didn't know if you would do that. So I'm
Wait,
you
you
failed to
do you mean his
three
base will save or his save total?
Base.
Yeah.
There's no way he could have
I am
failed.
impressed by his casting modifier 30 because of the thing that I found.
Yeah, this makes sense.
At least very close to it.
No.
Yeah.
You could. You could certainly fight this man. He does not have that high of health.
I think we'll kill him.
You could certainly kill him too. He does not have as high health as you think he does. But
Nope. I rolled a 5 on both, trying to get 3 20s in a row.
no. His thing is less damage and more. A bunch of will saves need to be made.
I'm going to. I'm going
No,
to,
you do that. He's like,
I'm going to walk off. In the
thank you.
direction.
Sorry.
We
You go
do
ahead.
that now?
We would have not only done things but gotten back at this point.
Oh yes. Is he waking you up?
Yes, I am.
You gonna knock on my door? I'm rolling again. How hard are you rolling?
You don't.
Knocking.
You don't have. You don't need to roll disadvantage this time.
Okay, good. That is a
Sleep has definitely worn off by this point.
17.
What time of night is it?
1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock?
1 a.m.
What?
There's a man in the forest who is trying to take the heart away.
You?
Yeah.
You do?
I was there.
Oh, right.
You fool.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah. Mistake.
I
You can't
forgot.
repeat it for a long time.
Put on my clothes.
Uh,
Move the dresser out of the way. Open the door. You just see bags.
Oh, wow.
Side dresser in front of your door.
This bag. Morning.
sorry, that's
I
Yeah,
have a sword.
so-
in there. Yeah, I have
no.
a sword and
Mask.
mask.
The more
and
you say
armor.
merch, the more I say no.
I know.
And yeah,
And now
I'm
will-
also, yeah,
you
got
will
that.
most likely have gotten back by this point.
I'm just like, I grumble.
Just gonna hand the stuff to Philip.
You.
Leilani just hands Philip's equipment, and while
Uh-huh.
he's talking, he just
He's like,
Patrick. Jar didn't even put on anything. He's just wearing a clothes. He's just wearing a robe.
the mask. You know you don't really need that.
Wait, the last one stop.
it was dark.
Oh yeah, it's fair.
It would have been difficult to see.
Yes.
I do have dark vision, but it's not.
You also not paying attention.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have.
You know you don't really need it.
I'm aware that it serves me no function.
I look good actually.
And
there's Jaren. And there he is. Ah, Aaron. Ah, Master Jaren. Pleasure meeting you.
Good night. I stay walking past
not for
him.
Philip's sake, but because you interrupted my sleep.
And then he sees the boss. He's like,
Vasari left. Vasari left.
No, Devasari is leaving.
just walk fast.
Yeah. They mind.
That's
I am going to walk.
You're out of spells, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right,
I
guys?
was-
why he left.
I was on spells for yesterday after fighting the
He hadn't slept 8 hours yet.
Yeah, I got my hour meditation.
I'm still at 15 hit points.
Uh-huh.
I didn't use.
I healed you.
Yeah, I was lower than 15.
Oh.
You healing him got him to 15.
Right.
Oh.
That's fair.
down.
So, something else I need from you now. Hold out your hand.
Why?
He pulls out a knife. I need
Ah.
blood.
No. No!
I'm kidding. No.
I'll give it. If you won't give it to him, I'll.
just comply with every demand he makes. You were about to.
I'm literally.
What do you need blood for?
I don't know.
Don't say no. Let me talk to him.
No.
I'm gonna make that intimidate.
What was it?
Intimidate.
Oh, intimidate.
28.
If he can
Okay.
so
Yes, I will cast Fortunate on both of you as well.
after.
No.
Yeah.
You two.
What?
I need your blood.
No. No.
I'll let
You
your
don't
hand.
give it to him. No.
I'm not in the mood tonight.
I was woken up.
Oh,
Don't wake me.
so sorry.
Listen. Tell your employer to match my offer. My offer stands. You could have a much better deal.
Wants you to match his offer.
Can he match an offer of the castle of Kamlisle?
You're not giving me the castle. Okay.
What is inside of it? That was implied.
He says he already has all of it.
Okay, that is obviously a bluff.
I'm just telling you what he told me.
Right, and you just believe him?
Yes.
Why?
He hasn't lied to me yet.
As far as you're aware, he'd be a very good liar.
I'm very good at picking out liars.
Well, perhaps you just meant for a match.
What is this man wearing? Sorry.
He's wearing dark robes that look like they're made of feathers. He has a magpie-like mask on him and a hood over his head.
Okay. Is he wearing a bunch of magical items?
Underneath.
Cool.
The cloak itself is magical too.
Cool.
Let me talk to him.
That would require me to take off the mask, and that's not happening. Oh, so
I'm
scary.
going to roll. Okay.
So
No, not
roll.
never mind.
Is that a nat one?
No.
14.
It was just
You
one.
got a nat one.
No, I said is that a nat
No,
one?
it's a 14. You said you got a nat one.
No.
I didn't think so.
Oh, so scary. The weakest of all of the Urzescu family.
Resescu.
He's a bird. He doesn't care.
What is this? Get out of here.
Hi. I thought you were coming down the stairs behind me.
That would have been better.
Just turn. Hello,
Hello,
father.
tall person. Double light.
can his face be seen?
It's just his mask.
Okay.
The mask covers his entire face.
Right.
He says he can match it.
I don't believe him.
Cannot believe him all he wants.
So now what?
So here's the thing.
If you just give me the blood, I can leave.
You just want
That's all he, yeah.
You just
he
want the
changed
blood.
it. He changed his mind. He just wants your blood.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't ask. I don't need that information.
Can we resume this tomorrow morning?
I might not be here tomorrow morning. But you're right here right now.
You have access to powerful magic, so you can use it.
Yes. I can.
So
But I'm not a very patient person, so please hand it over. Because he asked for it. My employer is quite an influential and
Is that-
powerful person.
So he changed his mind from the heart to blood.
I told him I wasn't able to get the heart, and he changed his mind.
Right.
And when I told
Can
him
we talk for a second?
he was there, He asked for his blood too.
Yes, we can talk.
I'll turn away.
Yes.
I'm still gonna
La,
think
la,
he
la,
can
la,
hear
la,
us.
start walking in that direction. See.
However, I have a trick for not being heard.
Ah,
Message.
So yes, I will also kind of like turn away from him, or even if he did like have eyes in the back of his head for some weird reason or something.
He's a bug.
he do be a bug.
Yes. I will then cast a message. Say, it is possible that we could give him blood that is not yours.
We could, however, if this works the way I think it does, are you certain of the heart's location?
It's safe.
Are you certain?
Yes.
I'm afraid that somehow
Am I lying? You
they've
don't
gotten
know.
access to it.
Am I lying?
Yes,
You don't know.
somehow they were in league with
You can try.
Chiron. I can almost certainly guarantee it is
You
safe.
You cannot see this man's eyes. You
I
cannot see
know
this
you
man's face. You have
are-
no idea.
To make it work
Yes.
in some capacity.
He could be messing with you.
So I don't know why they would just want my blood and not the heart.
He has
Maybe
paid me
they're just trying
before.
to collect both pieces, and this is the one that they can get right now.
The world.
Maybe.
Is mine.
I don't know.
Or
We
mine.
could at least stop giving them fake blood. I mean, he'll be back, but maybe at that point we're better off.
Okay.
No,
So whose
I'm
blood do
down
we get?
duty.
I mean, there's only you and Devassery
You're
here.
the one who believes
And no,
yourself so
Devassery
high.
left.
I'll give him
You don't scare anyone.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing.
So
Because you have no power.
you have a container of some sort.
All my spells.
Okay.
Use any spells at that time.
right. So I will cut my finger with one of my claws, and then give me a hand.
Are you two just doing this out in the open?
Yeah.
I mean, we turned away, so we can't see.
I
Okay.
assume we went to just a little
Yeah.
other separate area that was
Uh-huh.
unseeable.
I just had to know, because if you were just
Yeah.
doing this
No.
Do you have your dagger?
in the same area.
Okay, excellent.
So
No. I've got a better idea.
So
Something a little more legitimate. So go ahead and fill the file.
he holds it, pulls out a dagger.
I do so.
Now, shield yourself.
Right.
Absolutely nothing. Your lives, I suppose.
Fire.
You come back and he's just holding out a dagger to Jaren, who's just like,
Yeah. Philip is dripping his blood seemingly into the vial.
Mhm. Ah, thank you.
Well,
You have no flight of hand.
now,
No,
could you fix this? This stinks a lot.
I'm sure she can.
Sorry. Why?
What?
I don't have a medical kit.
Can you not heal him?
She's
No.
out of spells.
Oh, I can fix this.
Violent poison.
You like go over. He reaches into his bag, pulls out basically a strap of claws.
Okay, no.
No, this will heal you.
Philip
It's a healing
He rips his
rag.
Pajama shirt again
It's a
and
healing
wraps his head.
It's a healing rag.
Fine. Oh, you must get really feminine there.
Lord.
Did it work?
Yes, it healed him.
Magic hair?
Give it back.
Fire.
Thank you. He shoves it into his bag.
Now, Jarwin, it's your turn.
Why? We get nothing.
We get to live.
From
Either we give it to him willingly or we take
I know you hate life,
or he takes it from us forcefully. I'd rather give it to him willingly at the moment.
See, this is why he's the smart one. I'm sure you will. Like you broke yourself. Or like your father broke you. Hand it over.
It's wanting to trade friendship.
Okay.
When you're all strength.
Take it down.
What was that?
That was a 19.
20, not natural.
Oh! You break your hand. It is. Is it? It's not bleeding. It's just broken. You hit so hard that you didn't bleed. Your hand's not cut or anything. It's just broken. I don't have a healing thing for that.
Really emphasizes the previous comment about Philip being the smart one.
I have a knife. It would have worked just as easily. Did you just stick your tongue out at me?
You woke me up.
I did not. I do not know who woke you up. I left you fast asleep.
You didn't have to come.
You didn't have to wake him.
He made the choice himself. He could have gone back to bed.
He could have, yeah. He went into play.
Ah. Take my phone out.
Nice.
Just to run the whole length of the blade.
Cuts hand in half.
Pulls out, and he reaches into his bag, pulls out a vial.
You should roll another strength check.
No.
Cuts off his finger. No, cuts off half of his hand. He's just left with a thumb.
I'd love to be just stuck with a thumb.
Nice.
No, it'd be like, nice.
You just out.
Nice.
I don't know how that would change your
You can't grab
control of
anything.
your hand.
You would just be this, Connor. You would be like,
It would just be this.
Anyway,
you wouldn't even be able to do this.
no.
You're cut off. Just
It's
thumb.
this.
Just thumb. Okay, I got it.
Just-
Dang it. Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Drinks blood.
So Lord.
Yes, thank you.
Now the heart.
God.
Okay, now he just like drops it into his bag. Pleasure doing business. Is there something else?
No. Just leave us alone.
Be back.
No, you won't.
Did you try and bamboozle me?
No, you won't be back. If this is all you need from us, you won't be back.
Unless I'm told to get something else. Come on, you know you missed me.
Let's go back to the castle.
Philip is like just gripping and ungripping the hilt of his rapier.
No,
Not for that, apparently.
not for your hand.
Right. So on the way back, I'm going to say,
He walks away.
you know, on the way back, well, I'm going to roll perception to see. Yeah, I don't think I can catch this man, but maybe. I have a good perception.
You have 29,000.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think he has 29,000 stealth.
It's
I-
over 9.
I'll roll just to see what this guy's feeling.
It isn't. His perception is in fact over 9.
Nice.
Over 9.
Yeah. 20.
Mine's not.
All right.
He just vanishes into the trees.
All right.
He's gone.
I could probably set your hand for you if you'd like. Your bones, they're out of place. I could put them back.
They're not out of place. They're broken.
Yes. I use smaller words because you didn't understand.
This is what Philip's the fireman.
Philip is too frustrated.
Uh-huh.
What do you
He wants to know your intelligence score.
It's 12.
I'm 17.
So,
And in a silly goofy movie.
are you going to take me up on my offer, or you just gonna leave because I insult? Okay, yeah. I will roll a skill check to see if I can set it, because I doubt that if just healing him works right now.
Uh-huh.
You just can't. There's spells.
That was
Oh.
that was the idea.
Why did you want something from him to heal you?
So that he was assuming I was a cleric, and I just didn't need to tell him that.
Assuming?
I mean, what? I mean, he might have followed us around or something, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't think there's a spell that tells you what class somebody is.
No.
Anyway,
It's
yeah.
the wizard.
I got a 12. Set his hand. Right.
It's a near nat
Under the
20.
monsters.
A
And that's
break
only when you
there.
I did not get that.
I said a near nat 20 a break there.
You get spells, man.
I think it would heal it bad.
Because he would just heal it. It wouldn't put it back together. He has to put it back together first.
All right. That's a little-
Because your hand is
17.
in the wrong place. Yes, okay.
All right.
Your hands
And
hands
then
are in the wrong. Your
Yes.
bones are in the wrong places.
I will go ahead and use a lay on hands.
Your hands. Bones. As she puts them back in the right spot.
All right. Well, say we go get the rest of us sleep for tonight. So yeah,
You've been asleep for the past 20.
we
like,
head back to the
effectively
castle,
10 minutes.
I made it that.
Yes, you have now. You're both. All of you are now back in your beds or in your rooms.
Yes.
You can glare at me all you want.
Oh no, I'm not.
Sorry.
It wasn't intentional. But
No. It's just the mask is right over your thing. So if you just do this and look up, it looks like you're just glaring at me, whether you are or not.
How good you did. How good you saw.
Hector will. I'll hug you back in bed. He'll pull the covers up over him.
Philip
At all.
said Hector.
You feel bad for
My mistake. Philip, yeah.
Yes, you are all now back in bed.
Yes, I'm going to lay in the floor again, and
He's still in full armor and has his sword under his covers with him. He's gripping it.
so
Unsheathed.
before I go to bed, then I will look at Philip and say, "You won't be able to sleep like
I guess we'll just find out.
Are you sleeping in
take
your
off
with
your
your mat?
armor. You can keep the sword, but even though
So you're gonna be.
all right,
So, you're all going to bed. Philip will be waking up fatigued.
yeah. Well,
And now it is the next day. You have all your spells back. You're fully healed. Are you listening?
No.
Well, then you don't get your spells back, and you're not fully healed.
You do have to get a full continuous 8 hours of rest.
You do have to wake up and prepare those stone tie.
I don't.
can I also take a -2 because I didn't sleep because I wasn't sleeping well, and then that happened.
Yeah, you're both fatigued.
Request granted.
So you both wake up perfectly rested.
Yeah.
They wake up super tired.
Looks like you got a fun night.
Go up.
Good morning.
I went not.
What camera are you looking at?
Nothing. You're looking up.
Looking up.
What camera are you looking at? Up.
Right.
Dot
So
camera.
now what is the plan?
I don't know what was the what were we doing after?
You said we discuss it in the morning.
We did not.
Discuss what in the morning?
Name the plan.
The plan.
That's the thing. I don't know what the plan will be.
That's what discussing it is for.
So
Okay, so yes, let's get the four of us together.
Yes.
we're going.
Let's go.
Mm. All right, so we leave him.
No.
I like look to Philip like, do we leave him?
Philip gives you a flat stare, mixed with a frown, but
And then we'll reach to the bottom of the door, and a snake will slide under.
I'm going to
Under a dresser as well.
yeah.
I'm going to message John. Wake up.
He's
Send
you.
me something after.
He's awake. He's awake.
I made up last night.
No. Hey, he's awake. You can tell.
It's warning him that she's sending something and behind him. You might want to put on.
Lither.
As the snake is up, he's throwing a cloak on.
What?
You see a snake
The ground
looking up at you.
Tongue.
Can this thing get bigger?
He has told the snake that he will eat it.
Tongue.
What?
You hear that? Muffled.
Come out now.
I'm gay.
Interrogation.
Yes.
Push dresser. Open door.
Snake comes
After
back.
having put on armor.
Gay. I'm coming out of the dresser, okay? Not the closet. I'm coming out as straight. I'm sorry.
No, I'm coming out of the dresser. I'm lonely.
So
That would be your room.
People don't come out.
So yes, you have all gathered. Together
In the living room.
We have gathered here today for this wonderful
in the
ceremony.
living room or the foyer.
Whatever it is.
I'm trying to sleep. As the painting's still in the center. Go away! Are you leaving today?
Go back to sleep.
I do have
No.
spells that could brush you.
You have awoken me, and I can no longer go to bed. I am a painting, sir.
That's a 1.
And that one.
You already had a -20. You can't hurt him.
you just slowly roll.
You're like.
I start like.
It gets jammed. He's
I
like,
light a small fire. I light a small fire.
I can move, idiot.
Let's see how many paintings I can
And
bring
this
down.
place is made of dead wood.
Leave him. He's not worth it.
You think so? I'm a painting. Of course I'm not worth it.
Philip,
I cannot hurt you.
Philip's continuing down the stairs.
Goodbye.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Good job.
Painting's
I
not my
love that.
favorite character.
We should find out his name at some point.
No, we shouldn't.
His name is Bumbleworth the Third.
Swift defeat to my enemies.
So where are we headed?
The living room.
So once we're in the living
You have
room,
now reached the living room, where you find Karen sitting at a table. His head is his nose is where his nose would be is barely above the table, and he's just shoving food into his mouth that just falls through him onto the
Splat.
floor.
What are you doing?
splat,
Eating
Why?
splat, splat.
because it makes me feel better. And
Wait, nothing.
and
Splat.
thank you for the sound of it.
Ignore the skeleton. Ignore the skeleton.
It's oatmeal.
Yeah.
If you can tempt it,
Philip will wait until everybody.
You hope
sat
it's
down.
oatmeal.
You know,
I am sitting down.
Yeah.
Currently writing something in my book.
Mm-hmm.
I did get a book.
are you sitting down?
Yes.
Yeah. Philip will remain standing, arms crossed, faced away from the group. He's very moody.
Surprising you are.
What do we do next?
I thought it was your plan.
I have no plan. What do we do next?
Well, I suppose we should start with a goal.
So then,
Well, what do we know that needs to be done? Obviously, there's. We need to find the heart to find a safe location. We need to somehow find a way to deal with the man who came last night. And we need a way to prevent whatever is going on with the orcs and the man's employer. Each of those could be their own goals, but yes, the order we work on them.
the only goal that we can actually affect right now is the location of the heart.
Right.
And it's probably as safe as a place as it's going to be.
So we work on another goal.
The man who attacked us last night, for the two of you who are familiar with him,
To have some beef with your family.
that's one way of putting it. His name is Umbabe, and there's nothing we can do to him. We cannot trace him. We don't know who he's employed by. I don't know what he's after. I don't know why he was after the heart and then switched to the blood. That is a goal that I cannot see us feasibly pursuing.
So politics then.
The only other option is to investigate the orc attack on the castle at Kamlisle, but last I checked, unless
I didn't tell you all the things that Oh, there was a note in the ship we went through. They were smuggling orcs. I don't remember if I told you.
You did not.
What ship? The ship where we were going to be held for ransom.
Yes.
It was smuggling orcs.
Yes.
Like while we were on the ship?
Presumably, yes. Presumably.
Well, okay.
So that at least ties the orcs to your family somehow. That's a lead.
Yes, we cannot return to Jaren's home city, as his family is very upset.
Yes, we would have no power there, and we would not have any respect. Not to mention, they obviously have ulterior motives. What if we went back home? If the heart... Now, obviously, the heart is as safe as it can be here. So we couldn't take it with us.
No.
But we can trust Chiron. Then we could go home and start working on the other goals. I mean, I don't know anyone who would be rash enough to come for it while he's on his island.
Assuming they even know he has it.
Yes, exactly. And he's assured me that it would be remarkably difficult to retrieve, even if you were able to get where we placed it.
Yes. Well then, I agree. I suppose the next course of action should be reuniting with my father.
Then I will make arrangements and talk with Chiron about our departure, and hopefully, if he's willing, to keep the heart here. Should we have another word for it, so we aren't discussing a legendary artifact?
See.
No.
Delusion.
What if we called it the pendant?
It's about as good as anything, I suppose.
Right. That would give a description of.
A different rock because it is not green.
Heart of the beating.
See. Well,
The pendant is fine.
right. Well then, is there any other goals that we need to take into account?
Not at the moment. Not that I think is within our grasp.
Then, shall I be off to discuss our departure?
Yes, I think so.
Right.
If everybody else is in line with it.
Where are we going?
Thesterton. Or whatever city I'm from again. I can't remember. Eastbourne.
Eastbourne is where you're is the city you're from. Theston is the island.
Eastbourne.
You got it right.
You're not wrong.
But I was trying specifically to refer to Eastbourne.
Seeing as they don't give any real dissension, I will go talk to Chiron again.
All right.
Hello.
And you find him looking inside the box. There's no light coming out of it, which you would assume
Probably wouldn't be.
the heart would usually be emitting some dim red light. But
Didn't disappear.
yes,
as it was
so he's
supposed to,
just
so-
looking into it. He's like,
The void. It's the only
Hello.
void.
Is there a problem?
oh, whatever you asked me to put in the box is whispering.
Oh. Is it saying anything particular?
Taking out of the
He's
box.
speaking in a very ancient language. I'm not sure. It might be older than me, but I can pick out some words. Something about a stronghold.
Would it happen to be speaking abyssal?
You're not here.
I'm just asking.
Well,
Can any of you
It's
speak
not speaking
abyssal?
that exact way.
Philip can. It is his secondary language.
it's funny.
I can pick out a few words. Stronghold. Something about a cage. Key.
Right. Well,
You might be saying more words than that. I do not know.
I suppose I could ask somebody about it. But anyway, I've come to ask a favor and inform you of our plans. The favor is, of course, that, well, we have no real safe location for that item, but we were hoping we could leave it with you for safekeeping.
Well, I don't see why not. I can't get it.
Right.
As he reaches his hand inside and goes all the way down. And he pulls out a bone. Don't
Just
remember.
keeps reaching.
He pulls out a
It's
bone.
weird.
He's like, I don't remember putting that in there. But apparently I did. I can hear it, but I cannot get it.
Right. Okay. Obviously, don't mention to anyone.
No,
What
that
it
assumes I
says.
would have visitors.
Yes. Well,
That-
hopefully you'll get more. It seems.
Maybe that paladin will come back and free me.
Yes, that he did say he was going to attempt to. Well, anyway, yes, we do plan to head back. There's a situation going on, where a large band of orcs overran the capital, and Philip, as a marquis, has some duties he has to perform in relation to that. So we were planning on heading back to Thessalon.
Well, it was nice having you.
Yes,
Maybe we freed you from your curse.
hopefully we'll be back on better terms for more diplomatic and less intense meetings.
Of course.
It was
I can see if Dyer can bring you back. He most likely can.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
You as well.
And then I'm gonna actually go back to the room, assuming everyone's still in there.
Yes.
Duvossery, you were always studying. Did you happen to pick up extra languages?
A number of them.
Do you want to come listen to the pendant? It's talking.
I suppose I should.
So what
Philip
languages
is
do
also
you know?
following.
Well, let me tell you.
I assumed Philip would follow.
This is assuming Philip Connor. You're assuming that it is talking to this.
Yes, that is. Yeah, did assume that.
Common, celestial, infernal, abyssal, giant, gobblish, elvish, undercommon, sylvan, draconic, necral, dwarvish, orcish, sylvan, and protean.
What's
Protein.
Protean?
The language of raw element, of the raw element, essentially the base form.
That's primordial, not Protean. Well, in D&D, it's called primordial, which
They
makes more
changed a lot of
sense
them.
than Protean.
Primordial's the better name.
Primordial should be the correct one, yes, but it is protean.
They call it
I'm gonna
primordial.
call it primordial. So, because it sounds better. Protean is something in Mass Effect.
So protein sounds like protein, and I don't like protein.
Not yes. It is in fact speaking in abyssal.
Oh my god.
Nice. So we have. Yeah, that's funny.
Was that always the plan?
So what's it saying?
Are you the only one trying to listen?
Philip's also in there. He came with the intent of listening to it.
We came with the intent of what is it? We need it.
Um, Locked in the stronghold. Hidden in the cage. I am the key.
So nothing.
And it keeps repeating that.
All right then. So do you share this with us?
Assuming Philip doesn't.
Is it abyssal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd expect Philip to be faster on the draw than I am about informing people about things.
This is also not his like seventh language.
Right. So
You
does
get
that
it.
change anything?
Well, I'm not sure what stronghold it's talking about. So until we find such a stronghold, and we leave it here until we need it.
Right. All right.
And even then.
I believe Dyer was supposed to be able to take us back.
Yes. Dyer. And you see in a puff of smoke, this pitiful little imp just. Yes, master.
Eastbourne.
Where?
And he like hovers over to you.
Preferably at the palace.
I will try. He holds his arms out. My arms are smaller than yours. You will have to grab it.
I
I
reach
grab
out.
his head.
Oh, well, yes. I reach out
Okay.
and grab hold of his hand. His itty bitty
I
hand.
And puff of smoke, you appear in the center of the palace
Oh no.
where your father is, several of his high advisors, several holy men, as you appear in the middle of what appears to be a meeting, and every man immediately draws a sword and points it at you, and Dyer goes, "Ah!" and disappears.
I will give a very, very,
And
normal.
your father is also holding his sword out.
very, very calm
Sword.
and courteous.
He has a two-handed sword.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Okay.
No,
I thought
guns.
it was like, sword.
Sword gun!
Curtsy. Stand back up. Look to him. Say,
Philip will not bow.
Do not do that again.
good morning, Lord Durand.
Go from hands up to.
How long have we been gone? How long have we been gone?
Several
3
days.
days?
Several.
Yeah.
I don't have an exact amount of days. I just know it's been several days.
I think we've
Indeterminate
slept
amount of
3
time.
times.
An indeterminate amount of time.
Yeah, because there was once on the ship, and then we, twice at the castle. Or whatever you call it.
Hello, Father.
We will discuss this later. And the men sheath their swords, get out of the room.
Father. Well, that's the way you refer to people of the cloth.
He's not.
He's talking to the holy man.
Oh, that's who
She's
you're
talking to.
I think you're talking to
The one who
his
doesn't
dad.
like
And-
me.
Yeah.
You notice your father's cut off hand
Yes.
has been bandaged and somewhat healed up from healing people. Spells. And he was not holding it like this. He was holding the sword like this.
Just resting it on his arm.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. This makes wielding a two-handed sword much harder for him.
It's really heavy.
Any news? Where's the heart?
Safe. About as safe as it's ever going to be.
Where is the
The less
heart?
people know about it, the less people can hear. The less people can hear, the less people can find it. Trust me, it's safe.
Where is safe?
Somewhere.
Stop being cryptic with me.
No, that's the idea. I don't know who can currently listen to our conversations, so I'd prefer not to say.
Then whisper.
Yes, that will do something.
Now, I still don't know a lot about magic, but I do know that its capabilities are great, and I don't think even whispering could cut it.
Leilani, where is the heart? Currently located.
I'm not actually sure, sir, Mr. Durant, or Lord Durant.
Where did you leave it?
I'm not quite certain of that either.
We left it in a building. That's all.
Where is the building?
No, she doesn't.
Where the hell did the box go? I don't know.
You're right. You don't know.
Father, you're just going to have to trust me on this.
I don't.
Now, to more important matters. What's been going on here?
Well, we've been trying to figure out where the orcs came from and how they managed to get on the island so easily. And I've been dealing with political strife.
Has my cousin been found? So then, how long will they give it? How long will they give the search until? Well, until they're forced to make you king.
He would not be technically
Interim king.
Yes, I'm saying, what is the cutoff when they give up the search and make him king?
To
That's-
like legitimate king.
That's what I'm asking.
3 days.
I'm actually king
Today!
Well, actually, in a
This
couple,
is my
in
coronation
an hour.
ceremony.
No.
Actually, about 3 minutes.
Honestly, they
You're
probably
really
wouldn't have a
early.
legitimate time. They probably would have to decide that, like,
Yeah.
in a court or something.
At the moment, it is until the body is found. Which it hasn't seen.
Well, please come back from wherever we were to help aid in the investigation regarding the orc raid. What do you know so far?
We have tracked them down to the island of Kakona.
Is that a for people who don't know the map?
It is east of Scarfate,
Right. And Scarfate is
is
the
where
place-
you came from. Where you just came from.
Okay, and where they came from?
Yes.
We all came from Scarfate.
Oh, so that place. that
Scarfate is
we-
the island you were on, just on.
No, I'm sorry. Where they're from?
They're from Thessaton.
It's also on this island that we're currently on.
They're just from a different city.
Right. Okay. So there are multiple lords of Thessaton.
Yeah, there are multiple cities. There's
Yeah.
a lord for each city.
Oh,
There's no king of Thessaton. There's a king of Kamlisle.
got it. They don't go region; they go city. Okay. That makes sense.
That's why my father's the Lord of Norway.
Like
So
technically,
Norway.
technically, all the forests on Thessaton and the land that is not directly like a mile outside each city, no one owns it.
Got it. So yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was. Okay. What about? Sorry, Scarfate. He was mentioning Scarfate.
Not
East of that, of Scarfate?
Yes, that is where Karkona is.
Right.
We do not know where the specific tribe of orcs that attacked are, but we believe they are on that island.
Could tell him about the smuggling information we got.
They got passage on one of the boats bearing nobles. They were smuggled.
Well, this is Good information to know. Do we know who was smuggling them?
What city are you guys from?
Norwich.
Norwich, right.
We could just give him the captain's name.
But
We
you
do
his
know the
name.
captain's
I
name.
do know that. Yeah, what's the captain's name?
Redfield.
Chris.
Yes.
You say that every time.
I will say
Please
that.
stop.
I think you'll find Captain Redfield out of Norwich to be your perpetrator.
This is a good place to start.
Now, assuming you have emergency command of the king's resources, as the king's son has not been found and the king himself is dead. Though you are not king, you currently hold the most power. So I assume you'll be able to get something done about that.
And he's a captain.
Indeed. At least he
Then
stayed.
we will search the seas for him.
Yes, they did also try and hold us for ransom, but that didn't go great for them.
Yes.
You should ask your father to put
Oh,
us
yeah, you do.
on-
He was there.
He was there. Yeah, he was there.
So, regarding the investigation around the orcs, who currently is operating the investigation? Who is at its head?
Lord Octavian of Claythorpes.
You will replace him with me.
What?
You will replace him with me.
I must remain here?
No. You can remain here. You replace him, Lord Octavian.
I do not have the authority to do such things. I did not order him to do this investigation. He did it out of his own free will.
I see.
He's
Well then.
using his city's resources to do so, which I am grateful for.
That's fine. I suggest then you go ahead and put together a team out of Eastbourne and make me the head of it then.
Yes. You seem very eager.
I'm very
Very different than the last
I've
time.
become very frustrated recently, and I've had to deal with certain figures that were responsible in family deaths. Yes. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I don't think it's important. I'd rather stay focused on this task. As it stands, I just need to do something that I can at least in some capacity understand, or learn to understand more than
I will
certain events that have transpired over the past few days.
I will give you a ship, give you a crew, and you'll be heading towards Carcona.
Good.
I will see if I can get Octavian to find this Redfield.
Excellent. I'm going to sleep.
It's
I'm bloody tired, Father.
Going for rest.
very early in the
I'm going to sleep.
Okay. We will discuss this later.
Yes.
On the way out, as soon as we are out of
Earshot?
earshot, yes, of that area, Leilani will turn to Philip excitedly and say, "Philip, that was amazing.
What?
The way you took charge of things, and it's really good to see you acting as well. You're growing as a lord."
I see. Oh, if that's... Thank you. I appreciate it. Though as far as I'm concerned, I just... The world isn't as fun, as special as it used to be. Over the past week, I've seen much more than I ever thought possible. I've had to grapple with ideas that I didn't even conceptually exist. I'm very tired, both physically and mentally. And, in addition, emotionally, I cannot stand to talk. Which is shocking to hear come out of my own mouth. Or perhaps rather, when I do talk, I'd rather just be listened to and understood. So,
Well, I know that this time is really hard right now and everything, but you'll get through it, and life will get better again. You don't have to worry about that.
maybe.
No, maybe.
Let's be real here. There's no guarantee that life will get better.
Well, then maybe we'll just have to get lucky.
Maybe.
So, you head off to bed at roughly
We need room.
9 in the morning.
Yes, lay long.
Room is fancier than any room you've ever slept in. So you're holding in your excitement.
There's a dresser, but it's bigger.
You put
Can
that
put
in
it-
the door?
And no one will be able to just come
It'll not only cover the door, but it will cover like the wall next to it.
Excellent.
These doors have locks.
in. What?
The windows have glass.
Take
No. 3.
I take off
Sell.
2 of them.
Sell.
Remove one of the 4 pillows.
Get 50 gold
Sorry,
from
you mean
2
12.
blankets.
Remove one of the 11 of the 12 pillows.
Did you say 11 out of the 12 bills?
Yeah.
Just pushes them all on the floor and picks one up and puts it back on the bed.
You know, fair.
Which it tries to push the big dresser in front of the door. Locks the door. Actually, no, I don't lock the door.
You do not get that dresser in there.
In fact, it's actually bolted to the ground.
Then I'll see if there's a lock and I'll lock the door.
There is a lock.
I'll push the
There are
tiny.
2
I'll
locks.
push the tiny bed stand
Got a
in
lock
front of the
and a
door.
bolt.
Yes.
Take up my
And then a
flying
bar. So
gown on top of the bed, over the blanket,
triple lock.
and go to sleep.
Oh, lots of sleepy people.
You
Wait, what?
slept for a full
I know.
8 hours.
You're not fatigued.
I'm taking a nap.
That's funny.
So, you sleep.
I'm not
Philip is
sleeping. I'm
sleeping his
taking a
fatigue
nap.
away.
Is there a library?
What do you mean? Is there a library?
I have to go to it.
Yes, there is.
Right. I'm going to go bug Father What's His Face.
Yes. For frame of reference, though I won't, just to give you an idea of the aesthetic, Eastbourne is very medieval Gothic in design, in architecture.
Yes.
Actually, before I go, I am going to ask Travasri to see if you can look while you're doing your library, because I know you're headed to the library.
The book I took.
Am I that obvious? Yeah.
With the book of writing that I took.
Could
It's
you
in the notebook.
could you look into magical items of that we could possibly barter with in the future? Stuff we could get our hands on, or stuff that's strong enough, or that's powerful enough to dissuade our friend.
I shall see.
See, you know his name now. He knows yours. You're friends now.
I did not take care to remember that name.
Something like
Because next time we meet,
Arabian
I'm
or strange.
No.
Something.
Also, why?
do not like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, why?
I do not like him.
I know, but also, what about him does that make Devasri want to kill him instantly?
The person showed up, stole him from his room.
And
to the
what
point
is
of-
her connection to him that causes?
This guy's dangerous, and if he wanted to go after me, he could. So next time I meet him, I'm going to make sure he doesn't come after me. If I kill him,
Don't be a
he
threat.
will no longer be a problem.
So we know how Nate's character is gonna die next time.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was this close to trying myself.
That's exactly how Nate's gonna die. Devasri's gonna die. She's gonna try and kill him instantly.
You know, I'll help.
You can help her die.
Yeah. I'll do my best to see if I can kill him too. Anyway, yeah.
So apparently we know how their characters are gonna die. They're gonna go out, both fighting him at the same time.
yeah. Probably
He's just gonna go smack, and both of you are just gonna die, just fall over dead.
Yeah, probably. Anyway.
This person has stupid amounts of magical items.
Yeah.
And is also level 15.
Oh,
Yeah.
That could have been information that I.
But you
was
wouldn't
supposed to have.
know.
Well, I don't think so, unless he was
Detect
level
magic.
15 caster.
No,
Maybe
no,
level
no.
15
You
rogue or
asked, was
something.
he in between 5 and 10? I said no.
You never asked that question.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I did, and you said yes.
Yeah, but then I asked what it meant, and Connor explained it, and I said, oh, no.
apologies. Next time I will say for clear reference, I ask those questions because I shouldn't have to ask all 4 of the questions because it tells you which
Which
one of the
bracket.
4 it's in.
From 5, so 1 to 5, 5 to 10, 15.
And 20 plus.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You just asked, is it in 5 to 10?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I just do that because it is significantly easier to.
And it only works on magical casters, and it doesn't tell you, of course, what they are, just that they are that level-ish. Anyway.
He is level
Strength of
15.
their magical aura.
Yeah.
That is significant.
Yes.
So,
I need to go Father what's his face.
the church guy?
Yes. That church guy.
It is the same church guy that spoke with Mr. Durand.
Yes.
Not you.
The other one. The older one.
Here
Lord
and
Durand.
The worst one.
No, that would clearly
that's
be the
fair.
king that died.
Yeah.
Um.
He was a pretty sucky Durand. He died.
Yeah. So I'm
Rip.
gonna go to Father Durand. And or,
He
no,
didn't get good.
that's not the right words.
Nope.
Father Durand.
Does he have a name? Can I have a name for him?
Fear and
Malamore.
Yeah, one more. All right. So
Macklemore.
yes.
Sorry.
Say it again.
Macklemore. It just sounds very simple.
She opens the door.
Hello,
Yes.
Father Macklemore.
It's Malamore.
My bad. Hello, Father Macklemore.
Hello. How can
Listen,
I help
you
you?
gave me one name one time. I'm gonna forget it.
Technically, this is the second time.
Sure. Fair enough.
First time was months
It'll
ago.
take 10 times for me to get it. Anyway,
Yes.
I've come to talk to you about some politics that have been going on.
I do not usually talk about politics.
That's true. However, I noticed that I've seen you a remarkable amount of times in, well, actually, every time I've been seeing Lord Durand have a meeting in the past, and to be fair, I've only seen 2, but you've been at both.
Fair. He called me for this one, and I came for the other one.
So, what exactly is being discussed?
We are worried that some of the other lords might be calling for war.
Against who?
We do not want open war against the orcs just yet. All of them.
Understandable. So is that was what this meeting was about?
Mainly, yes.
Who's calling for the war?
Lord Ozexu of Norwich.
That makes sense.
It is understandable these orcs effectively declared war, but we do not wish to fight all of these orcs, as they are not all from the same tribe.
Yes, obviously. Do you happen to know exactly the arguments he's using? Exactly what route is he taking to try and get this war to happen?
More using the evidence. First, the evidence of these orcs attacked Kamlisle, but also all the several other attacks that other orcs tribes have made over the decades.
Interesting. How long did it take him to come forth with this argument?
It was very soon after the attack.
Pretty interesting for him to have all of that research ready.
It is not hard to learn such information.
True. But, well, anyway, I'm assuming you are being brought to these meetings as the church has a very important role in battle and such. As well
Yes.
as being a very important member of the city.
Yes, there have been members of the Vale sent to all of these cities.
See, in your opinion, with what's going on, is there anything else going on amongst the lords, or anything else that's happening right now that has piqued your interest?
There have been rumors that Lord Durand might have been involved with the death of his brother or cousin.
Yes, I suppose that makes sense.
I do not believe such rumors without evidence, but
I can assure you that that is untrue. He obviously was. But yes, well,
and subsequent rumors of Lord Zexu, but there is an equal amount of lack of evidence.
certainly. Do you happen to know what people are saying about that specifically, or is it all still just people not liking him, so maybe assuming it?
As far as I can tell, they just don't like him, but perhaps there's evidence, but it has not come forth.
Is there anyone particularly who seems to be pressuring him or against him?
No,
Just rumors.
at the moment.
See.
Ah.
Well, thank you, Father. It is an yes. We've been out of the loop for a little while.
I can tell.
Well, if you ever want to discuss, if you ever want to discuss Freya again, let me know.
Yes. No, a god doesn't exist.
What?
Freya is not a god in this world.
Correct.
Not.
But I do worship her.
Why?
Because,
I believe in her.
Mhm.
yes, and that gives it power.
It can't do anything.
Yes,
Oh.
would anyone else like to do anything?
I'm going to
Read.
I'm going to be researching specifically. First off, I'm going to continue my research on persons, continuing my notes from the other person's place, as well as mildly looking into
Magical art.
things, magical artifacts around the area that must be mentioned.
Full knowledge history.
15.
I thought that was another 6.
Oh, it's sad.
There aren't many well-known magical artifacts in Thessaton. It's not a very wide magic
I kind of figured.
users.
That is unfortunate.
Worth looking into.
You can see a couple mentions of powerful books and weapons, but none that really are what you're looking for.
So I don't have anything else I want to do per se, but I do want to grab some more resources. Assuming that there is some sort of a budget for Philip and things that he needs. I want to get just some another dagger, as I threw mine.
Yeah.
And a better set of armor for him, as well as a shield if he wants one. I know he has opposed one in the past, but I still think that a buckler would be nice for him.
Yeah.
Breastplate. Much more regal looking. Polished.
You can easily find
Boss.
those things.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all I have.
Anyone else?
Nope.
So you sleep the day away.
Yeah.
Well,
You now are no longer fatigued.
nice.
You had a damn good nap.
Nice.
Do you actually have to sleep another full 8 hours to
Short
reduce
rest, I
fatigue?
think.
No.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, Philip will do it anyway.
he would sleep a full 8 hours because he's really tired.
Do you need to be headed back?
Yes, I do need to have
Well, we were ending anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a good place to end it.
Session.
Yeah.
Of
Acid dragons.
Locked it up.